In today's video, we're diving into the latest news surrounding Amy Roloff and her husband, Marek, as a major car accident shakes their lives. This shocking turn of events has left many fans and viewers wondering about their safety and recovery. Stick with us as we unpack everything you need to know about this scary moment and how Amy and Chris are dealing with it. If you're a fan of Little People, Big World, then you know all about Amy Roloff and her journey, both on and off screen. Today, we've got an important update regarding her and her husband, Marek's lives. A recent car accident has left fans deeply concerned about their well-being, and we're here to break it all down for you. So, without further ado, let's get into it. For years, fans have followed Amy Roloff on Little People, Big World, watching her navigate life as a mother, entrepreneur, and advocate. Amy's journey has been full of highs and lows, from her iconic role on the show to her personal growth after her divorce from Matt Roloff and her eventual marriage to Marek. As many of you know, Amy married Marek in 2021 after a long and beautiful courtship. Chris, who is not involved in the Roloff family's business on the farm, has often been the more private one in their relationship. But despite that, he's become a beloved figure to fans of the show due to his caring nature and support for Amy. They've shared their happiness with viewers, offering glimpses of their adventures and life together after the wedding. But recently, a terrifying incident brought them back into the spotlight, and it wasn't for the reasons anyone expected. So what exactly happened? According to reports, Amy Roloff and Marek were involved in a major car accident. The details are still emerging, but the incident took place on a seemingly normal day while they were driving through a familiar route. It was a typical afternoon when things quickly turned disastrous. Amy and Chris were traveling through a rural area near their home when, suddenly, they were struck by another vehicle in a head-on collision. The crash caused significant damage to both vehicles, with emergency services rushing to the scene. The good news is that both Amy and Chris were conscious and alert following the accident. They were quickly attended to by first responders and were transported to a nearby hospital for evaluation. But as you can imagine, this was a terrifying moment for them and their loved ones, especially given how scary and sudden it was. As of now, details about the cause of the crash are still unclear. Initial reports suggest that it could have been due to poor weather conditions or another driver's error, but authorities are still investigating. The crash has brought up concerns about road safety, especially given the rural area where the accident took place. While Amy and Chris are both expected to make a full recovery, the accident has left them shaken. They've both shared their gratitude for the quick response of emergency teams and expressed their relief that no lives were lost. Amy Roloff has always been open and transparent with her fans on social media, so it's no surprise that she took to Instagram to update everyone about her condition. In a heartfelt post, Amy thanked everyone for their well wishes and support during such a difficult time. Amy shared, "Chris and I are so grateful for the love and support from all of you. It was a very scary experience, but we are both doing okay. We're focusing on healing right now and taking things one step at a time. Thank you for being there for us." In a separate post, Chris also expressed his gratitude, noting that while it was a tough ordeal, they were lucky to be alive and able to recover. Both Amy and Chris have received an outpouring of love and support from their fans, showing how much their audience truly cares about their well-being. As expected, the Roloff family has rallied around Amy and Chris during this tough time. Matt Roloff, Amy's ex-husband and the patriarch of the family, was one of the first to reach out. While their relationship has gone through ups and downs over the years, it's clear that family is still important to both Amy and Matt. Matt, who has always been protective of his children and ex-wife, took to social media as well, expressing his relief that they were okay. He wrote, "I'm so glad Amy and Chris are safe. Family is everything. and we're all here for them as they recover. It's clear that despite the past, the Roloff family knows how to come together when it counts. Since the accident, Amy and Chris have been focusing on their recovery. Amy has been sharing regular updates on her progress, with many fans noting her positive attitude and resilience. Both she and Chris are now at home, resting and recovering, but it's clear they still have a long road ahead. They've both been advised by doctors to take it easy and allow their bodies to heal from the trauma of the crash. Amy has mentioned that it's been difficult not being able to fully participate in the activities she loves, but she's grateful for the love and support she's receiving from her friends, family, and fans. As of now, it's unclear when Amy and Chris will be making their next public appearance, or when they'll return to their regular routines. Given the seriousness of the accident, it's likely they'll take some time off to fully heal before jumping back into their busy lives. But fans can rest assured that both of them are committed to their journey together. Amy and Chris have always been about finding joy in life's simple moments, and even in the wake of this tragedy, they've shown incredible strength and resilience. One important takeaway from this incident is the importance of road safety. We can't stress enough how unpredictable life can be, especially when you're driving on roads that may not always be in the best condition. Whether it's weather, other drivers, or unexpected circumstances, it's vital to always stay alert and follow safety protocols. We encourage everyone to be cautious on the road, whether you're driving short distances or long ones. Always wear your seatbelt, keep your speed in check, and drive defensively. It could make all the difference. So that's the latest on Amy Roloff and Chris Marek's car accident. We're relieved to hear they are both recovering and receiving all the support they need. Let's continue to send them positive thoughts as they heal. If you're a fan of the Roloff family, be sure to share your well wishes in the comments below. Today, we have a dramatic and emotional story to share with you. We're diving into a shocking event that has taken the Roloff family by surprise. A road accident involving Amy Roloff, her fiancé Chris Marek, and her ex-husband, Matt Roloff. If you're a fan of the Roloff family from Little People, Big World, you'll definitely want to stick around for this one. Let's get into the details of the accident, the aftermath, and how the Roloff family is handling it. The Roloff family became a household name through the hit TV show Little People, Big World. With their unique family dynamic and inspiring story, they captured the hearts of millions. At the center of this story are Amy Roloff, her ex-husband Matt Roloff, and their children. Amy and Matt, despite their divorce, have remained co-parents and friends, working together to run their family farm in Oregon. But recently, their lives have been shaken by an unexpected event, a car accident involving Amy, Matt, and Chris Marek. Amy Roloff is known for her positive attitude and entrepreneurial spirit. After her divorce from Matt, she found love with Chris Marek, and the couple has been inseparable ever since. Meanwhile, Matt continues to manage the Roloff farm, even after the divorce, and has maintained a close relationship with their 4 children. Now, let's talk about what happened on that fateful day. According to reports, the accident occurred on a rural highway not far from the Roloff family farm. Amy and Chris were on their way to a weekend getaway when their car was involved in a serious collision with another vehicle. The details of the crash were harrowing, and fans were left in shock as news spread that both Amy and Chris were injured. The crash was caused by another car veering into their lane. Fortunately, the other driver was not injured, but Amy and Chris were taken to the hospital for medical evaluation. The Roloff family quickly rushed to the scene, and a sense of panic spread across the community as they waited for updates. Chris Marek, Amy's fiancé, sustained some injuries but was released from the hospital fairly quickly. Amy, however, had to undergo several medical tests due to concerns over her neck and back. The family's fans were devastated by the news. With the health and well-being of their beloved star at risk, many were left wondering how this would affect the future of Little People, Big World. Amy's recovery journey has been one of strength and resilience. While she's known for her tough attitude and perseverance, the accident took its toll on her physically and emotionally. Fortunately, after several weeks of rest and physical therapy, Amy began to recover. Her fans sent thousands of messages of support, and Amy expressed her gratitude through social media. She shared with her followers that it was a difficult experience, but with the support of Chris and her family, she was pushing through. In her Instagram posts, Amy made it clear that she was focused on getting back to her normal routine, including her role as a grandmother and her passion for her farm activities. Chris Marek, being a supportive partner, took the lead in helping Amy with daily activities during her recovery. They spent time together at home, and Chris made sure to assist her with farm tasks when necessary. As expected, Matt Roloff was deeply concerned for his ex-wife's well-being after hearing about the accident. Despite their divorce, Matt and Amy have maintained a friendship, and he has always remained supportive of her. In fact, Matt rushed to the hospital to check on Amy right after the accident, a move that showcased the strength of their bond despite their past. Matt shared his concerns on social media, reassuring fans that Amy was receiving the care she needed. He expressed his gratitude that neither Amy nor Chris suffered life-threatening injuries and that they were both on the mend. Many fans praised Matt's heartfelt message, seeing it as proof that despite everything, he still cares deeply for Amy. The Roloff children, who grew up in the spotlight, were understandably worried about their mom. They each showed their support in different ways, with some reaching out to Amy directly, while others kept in touch with Matt and Chris to ensure they were staying strong. The Roloff family has always been close-knit, and the accident only strengthened their unity. Despite the emotional toll of the accident, the Roloff family took every opportunity to remind their fans that they were all in this together. Amy's children, like Zach and Jeremy, posted messages of support and love for their mother, letting the world know that their family bond remained unbreakable. With Amy well on her way to recovery, the big question remains: what's next for the Roloff family? Will the accident affect the future of Little People, Big World? Amy and Matt have been open about their lives in front of the camera, and many fans are curious to see how the events of the past few months will shape the upcoming season. While it's still too early to say, Amy and Matt have both expressed their commitment to continuing their work on the farm and sharing their journey with viewers. They've always been transparent with their fans, and this accident was no exception. Whether or not the show will address the crash remains to be seen, but it's clear that the family's resilience and strength will be showcased. Amy and Chris' bond has only grown stronger since the accident, and many believe that the couple's relationship could be featured more in the upcoming episodes. As for Matt, he continues to focus on running the farm and maintaining a strong relationship with his children, despite the challenges he's faced personally. As we wrap up today's story, one thing is clear: the Roloff family is incredibly strong. Despite the unexpected accident and the challenges they faced, they continue to support one another and share their lives with us. The road to recovery is never easy, but with the love and support of family, anything is possible. We wish Amy, Chris, and the entire Roloff family nothing but the best as they continue to heal and move forward. Their story is one of resilience, strength, and love, something we can all learn from. Today, we have a story that shocked fans of Little People, Big World. Tori and Zach Roloff, the beloved stars of the show, recently made headlines after a terrifying car accident. Stay tuned as we break down all the details of what happened, how they are doing now, and what this means for their future. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon for updates on all the latest news. Tori and Zach Roloff have been a part of our lives for years now, thanks to Little People, Big World, a show that follows the lives of the Roloff family and their day-to-day adventures. The couple, known for their loving relationship and adorable children, have gained a massive fan base over the years. Tori, a former schoolteacher, and Zach, one of the twins from the Roloff family, have been a central part of the show since its early days. They've shared their joys, struggles, and milestones with us, including their marriage, the birth of their children, and their lives on the Roloff farm. While their life seemed like a fairy tale, just like many of us, they've had their fair share of challenges, but nothing could have prepared them for what recently happened. On a seemingly ordinary day, Tori and Zach were involved in a serious car accident that shook both them and their fans to the core. It happened on a routine trip, but things quickly took a terrifying turn. Let's go over the events that led up to this unfortunate incident. According to reports, Tori and Zach were driving on a quiet road when suddenly the unexpected happened. Tori was behind the wheel, and Zach was in the passenger seat, with their kids in the back. The details are still a bit unclear, but it appears that another car swerved into their lane. Tori did her best to avoid the collision, but despite her efforts, the two cars crashed. The scene was chaotic, and what followed was a long, intense moment of uncertainty for the Roloff family. While the full details are still being investigated, we do know that the accident was severe. Thankfully, the Roloffs had their seatbelts on, and all of them survived the incident. But it wasn't without its toll. Zach and Tori both sustained injuries, and their car was severely damaged. Immediately following the accident, fans were understandably concerned about the Roloffs' well-being. Social media posts flooded in, with many offering support and prayers. So how are Tori and Zach doing now? After the accident, both Tori and Zach shared updates on their social media, reassuring fans that they were recovering. Tori had some minor injuries, including bruises and a few cuts, but she was otherwise okay. Zach, however, experienced more severe injuries, especially due to his condition as a person with dwarfism. The impact of the accident made his recovery more complicated, but thankfully he is making great progress. Their children, thankfully, were unharmed, although the experience was undoubtedly traumatic for them. In their posts, both Tori and Zach were incredibly grateful for the support from their fans. Tori, in particular, expressed how thankful she was for the outpouring of love and positivity. Zach admitted it was a tough experience, but he remained optimistic about their future. As we all know, recovering from an accident isn't just physical, it's emotional too. Tori and Zach had to process the trauma, both individually and as a family. But how did they cope in the days and weeks after? In the aftermath of the accident, the Roloffs took some time off from their regular activities to focus on their health and their family. Tori, who is always known for her bubbly and optimistic personality, leaned on her family and friends for support. She posted about her gratitude for life and how even the smallest moments with her children and Zach meant more to her than ever before. It's been hard, honestly. The accident made me realize how precious life is. Zach's recovery is going well, and we're both so thankful to be here with our kids. It really puts things into perspective. Zach also shared how he was coping with the emotional aspect of the crash. Despite the physical pain, he seemed to focus on his family, saying that his children were a constant source of strength and joy. One of the most heartwarming aspects of this whole situation was how fans rallied around the Roloff family. Fans, friends, and fellow little people, Big World cast members all came together to show their love and support. Many fans took to social media to share messages of support and well wishes, with hashtags like GetWellSoonZach and Praying for the Roloffs trending for days after the accident. This level of community support was incredible, and it's clear that the Roloffs have a dedicated fan base who genuinely care about them. Throughout their time on the show, the Roloffs have been open about the challenges they face as a family, but also the overwhelming love and support they receive from their fans. This accident was no different, and it's a reminder of how powerful community can be, especially in tough times. So, what's next for Tori, Zach, and the rest of the Roloff family? After the accident, it's clear that their focus is on healing and spending quality time together. Tori and Zach have already shared that they plan to take things slow in the coming months. They are focusing on their family, their health, and making sure their kids feel safe and loved. While they are still processing everything, it seems like they are taking a more cautious and mindful approach to life moving forward. As for Little People, Big World, the couple has not indicated any changes to their involvement in the show. However, their priorities have clearly shifted, and they may take a step back to focus on their recovery and family life. Fans are eagerly waiting to see what's next for the Roloffs, but one thing is for certain. They have an unwavering support system, both from their loved ones and their fans. It's been a tough time for Tori and Zach Roloff, but they've shown incredible strength and resilience in the face of adversity. Their fans have rallied behind them, and it's clear that the Roloff family's bond is stronger than ever. We wish them nothing but the best as they continue their recovery and focus on what matters most: family. If you've been following the Roloffs for years, you know how special they are. We hope that this video gave you some insight into their journey and what they've been through. Please leave a comment below if you want to send your well wishes to Tori, Zach, and their kids. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates on the Roloff family and other exciting stories. Until next time, stay safe and take care.